Hello everyone and welcome to my top 15 complimented designer fragrances ever. This is purely designer, and before I get started I want to just say that for me, niche, what differentiates niche and designer for me, basically if I can't get it at the mall, it's niche. Of course there's discontinued fragrances and stuff like that, but you know what I mean. If it's exclusive, if you have to order it off the internet, if you have to go to like Saks, Fifth Ave, or Neiman Marcus and purchase it, then it's niche. Therefore, you're not going to see Guerlain, their exclusive end of fragrances, or Tom Ford's private blends. I consider those to be high-end designer or niche. They're going to be in my niche video. Also, Van Cleef & Arpels Midnight in Paris. You get that at LuckyScent.com. It's niche. So I just want to throw that out there. You're not going to see some of those bottles in this list because I don't consider them to be on the same level of these designers. So therefore, you're not going to see any niche in this list. I'm going to do these guys at a later date and release an entirely different top 15 video for the niche. This is purely designer. Alright, so these are fragrances that I like all of them, yes, but some of them I could care less if I still had or not. So you're going to really be able to tell if, you know, that I'm telling the truth, because some of them I wouldn't consider to be in a top 15 complimented. I wouldn't compliment some of these more than some of the other ones that I own. And this is purely on compliment factor. These fragrances get me compliments without me doing anything to deserve them. I know that in some of my videos prior to this, I mentioned getting like attention first, making yourself the center of attention. Okay, yes, that's one way to do it. And you also get compliments from time to time purely based on your fragrance. We all know that happens. So this is based purely on just how it smells. People coming up to me asking me what I'm wearing and where they can get it, how much, etc., so on and so forth. So starting off at number 15 is an oldie but a goodie. I love this fragrance. It was my first designer fragrance I ever purchased when I was a little youngster back in 5th grade. So it's got some sentimental value for me, but I don't really wear it that often anymore. But when I do, it's just boom, boom, compliment, compliment. Ladies love this stuff. Everyone loves this stuff. I don't care who you are. It smells great. It's synthetic. Who cares? Whatever. It's great. And that is Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. Yes. Compliments out the wazoo with that one. Of course, that has that apple pie sort of a fresh smell. Number 14 is one of my girlfriend's favorites, and everyone seems to really enjoy it. It is from the House of Burberry. It is not one of their top sellers. It's not Burberry Brit. It's not Burberry London. I could care less about those two. As a matter of fact, this is my favorite Burberry, and it made it at the number 14 spot. It is Burberry's Touch. Now, this is a powdery, vanilla, spicy type fragrance, and it's got a really nice fresh quality to it as well. Definitely could wear that all year long. It comes in at number 14. I get a lot of compliments with that stuff. Number 13 is one of my personal favorites. As you can tell, like I said, telling the truth, because this would make it in probably my top 10 complimented fragrances of all time, but this is purely based on what other people have said to me, not my nose. Number 13 is Christian Dior's Dior Homme Sport. Now, you're going to get a ginger citrus fragrance with this. Everyone knows that at this point. This is just a great, clean cut fragrance. It's very fresh, very invigorating. I wear this one for work. Number 12 made it in my top 10, 10 to 6 video fragrances of all time, and it is from the House of Chanel. This gets a lot of compliments. It's amazing. Platinum Egoist. Very fresh, again, manly, clean cut, and just invigorate. I love this stuff. I mean, how could you not at least enjoy it? It's just very clean and crisp. I love this stuff. Very similar to Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. Okay, number 11. This is one that I'm sure not a lot of people talk about too much. I've seen a couple people mention it. It's a very good fragrance. Very good. Especially for clubbing and especially for college kids. This is Mandarina Duck Pure Black. Basically, strawberries, dark fruit, and tonka bean. Really nice velvety, suede feeling to it with tonka bean and fruits. Very, very good. I enjoy this quite a bit. Okay, number 10. This is from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. It's got, a lot of fans. Everyone loves this. This is one of the best clubbing night out fragrances there is. It is La Nuit de l'Homme. This stuff does wonders on my skin. It projects like a beast on me. And it just gets a lot of compliments. Everyone knows that one. Number 9 is from the house of Dolce & Gabbana by my favorite parfumer, Olivier Polge. It is Dolce & Gabbana's The One. A lot of people get issues with projection and longevity on this. I spray it on my clothes, therefore it projects and lasts longer. You can't go wrong with this one, guys. If you're looking for a night out fragrance that just kind of screams fun and somewhat exotic, better than a lot of the other night out designer fragrances, in my opinion, definitely check this one out. I'm sure that most of you already have, but that is one of my favorites for a night out. Another night out fragrance that's reviewed to death and hyped up to death. I'm kind of in the middle of the road with this fragrance. I enjoy it sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to be anywhere near it. And I've heard a few reviewers mention that, actually, which is pretty funny. I get sick of it pretty easily, especially if you spray a little too much around this area. It gets cloying, obnoxious, and then you just don't want to smell it for a while. This is the official YouTube clubbing fragrance. You guys know what it is by now. It is Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. Yes, I use this just as often as anyone else when I'm out clubbing. That gets a lot of attention because it projects so well, and it's a very sweet, fun fragrance. Alrighty. So, number 7. This is coming out of the house of Chanel. This is not the most complimented Chanel, by the way. There are 3 Chanels on this list, so expect another. Expect another. This is probably the best summery offered fragrance from Chanel, in my personal opinion, and that is Chanel's Edition Blanche. This is another one of my girlfriend's favorites, and I get a mad amount of compliments with this stuff. It's just a great, lemon zest and vanilla combination. It cools you off. It's an amazing fragrance. I love this one. I really do. It's top notch. And here we are with another example of a fragrance that I don't really care about that much. Coming in at number 6. Number 6 is a fragrance that's hyped to death. Everyone loves it. It was one of the starting fragrances for this genre of fragrance, and it is Acqua di Gio by Armani. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm just not as crazy about it as a lot of other people. As you can see, I've used most of my bottle, though. This is one that I wear at the gym primarily, which is where I get most of my compliments with this fragrance. I do use it out every so often, though, but usually it's a gym fragrance. And that is number 6, and, I don't have to tell you about that one. It just gets mad compliments. I don't care, and, that's another thing. Everyone complains about how everyone wears it. Who cares? I honestly don't smell it that often around where I am. Number 5, like I said, another Chanel fragrance. This one is the most complimented Chanel for me personally, and it also made it on my top 20 list of all time, 20 to 10 in the 20 to 10 video. And this is Bleu de Chanel by Chanel. You really can't go wrong with this, guys. You really cannot go wrong with this. It gets mad compliments for me. I wear it whenever, all year long. Um, just amazing. Number 4 is another YouTube legend. You can't have a top 10 or a top 15 without this thing being in it, unless, of course, you don't own it because you don't like it. But if you do own it, there's no way it couldn't make it. I just get amazing feedback with this fragrance. It is Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male. Yes, I wear this out as well. I also don't smell this that often anymore, so I'm somewhat unique when I wear this, which is really funny because on here it gets so much press, but I hardly ever smell this around where I am. Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male projects awesome cinnamon vanilla candle. It's been said before, it smells exactly like that after the first hour when the lavender and floral aspect starts to die down. And I love this one. Number 3 is another one of my personal favorites. Made it my top 20. It's just one of those that girls go nuts over. I don't know why. I couldn't really tell you. I mean, there's some that are much better than this that I would think would get more compliments than this, but this one just does it. This is Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme. L'Homme. Boozy apple, very fresh, invigorating. I love this stuff. It is amazing fragrance. A lot of people say that it's just kind of bland and, you know, nothing special, but I like it quite a bit. Number 2 is The House from Dior. Yes, another Dior fragrance. Could you guess what it is? I use this often. I've already been through a 50 ml bottle of this, and it's very, very rare at this point. So, I mean, I love this stuff. So I try to like keep a couple bottles just in case I run out anytime soon. I'm trying to manage to, you know, use it sparingly. This is Dior Homme Intense. You're going to smell unique, which is why I think I get so many compliments with this fragrance. Vanilla cake and iris. Amazing feedback with it. I get a lot of compliments with that when I go out. My girlfriend goes nuts over that stuff. She absolutely loves it. She likes anything with iris. I like anything with iris. It's great. And finally, my number 1 designer complimented fragrance of all time. Since I was in high school, this has been the most complimented designer fragrance I own. You may have guessed what it is. It is what it is. It's very popular, yes. But you know what? You want compliments from ladies. You want compliments from everyone. Loves this stuff. Just grab a bottle. Who cares? Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. That's right. Most complimented fragrance in my collection for a designer. That is that. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to, go ahead and comment below and let me know what your top 15, top 10, top 5, or even just your top complimented fragrance. I'd be interested to know what you guys are sporting to get the compliments. These are the ones that I generally pull out for my compliment if I just want compliments, solely compliments, pure compliments. This is what it is usually for the designer side. Of course, I've got a ton more designer that I prefer over some of these, but it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you all later. See ya.